Don't ever just have like random songs stuck in your head and you're like, I can't do anything else today until I sing this song. That was me. Transitioning over here. Welcome in, everybody. It is Wednesday. It's hump day. It is time for you to grind your Cerritos event, your domination style event, because who doesn't love domination style event? And then Rev's also been rep grinding. So lots to do, lots to see, lots to talk about. We are in the last week of DS9 part 1. Part 2 starting in a couple of weeks from now. My birthday's in a couple weeks. That's exciting. And yeah, we're in a good spot today, right? We're in a good mood. Hopefully everybody in a good mood. Everybody doing good in the chat. Chat's good. So if you're not doing good in chat, let us know. We'll try to send some positivity to you. And if you're not doing great, well, we love you. And if you are doing great, well, I'm glad that you're here. So crap, what did I just send you to? That's not where you're supposed to be going, sir. Stop. I sent to the wrong node. Rev screwing up early in the stream. Shout out to server 13, 12, 63, 61, 20, 21, 61, 78, 70, 57, 14, 58, 44. Wow, lots of servers in the house. Yeah, I mean, people talking about California class broken. The only one I care about is the one where I get my officer tokens. But I haven't tested California class since I started it today. I have apparently scored somehow. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I've scored because I've not hit a hostile yet. Like, I'm not trying to be weird. I have no exocomps on, and all I've hit was a Federation trader. I'll admit I'm a little confused right now. I am a smidge confused, but we'll cover that. 27, 88, 16, 164, 9, server 80, server 12, server 75, 201. Everybody welcome in. I'm a little confused by some of the things going on shenanigan wise. Oh, two more. Usually the California class is the one on the left, not second context. I think that might have been what visually confused me. Yeah, usually my California class is on the left side of the bucket, I think. Maybe that's why it confused me. Second context is supposed to do it with regular hostiles. But usually I could have sworn my California class was always on the left side of the bucket, not the right side of that bucket folder. And also, why is the display for my shields not working? What is going on with the game today, sir? All right, today the game is going to be in a mood, apparently. So, Graduated, got a question for you for server 26. If you have an ISS and the 3 epics, should I be saving epic and rare Armada credits for going 40 plus? Honestly, I'm going to say no, because the chests, one thing in this game that has still not gotten better, is the 4-star chest. I mean, they are awful, y'all. And I'm not just saying that to be like negative and Rev's hating on the game again. Like, legitimately, they're terrible. Like, you look at what you can get in here. The only real value in the rare is the rare tactical Armada cores. Everything else is pretty trash in terms of how much you're having to spend directive wise to get a return. I still, even at level 43, heading to 44, use almost exclusively the 3-star chest. I have to have a ridiculous abundance to go into the rare 4-star chest. You know, it's not worth it. And the only one that I will do semi-often is the uncommons, because I run enough uncommon armadas to where it's no big deal. But like, look, I just pulled one rare directive with 200,000 uncommon credits. Now, something that could potentially change my mind are some of these new researches. And I'm not sure how much y'all have dived into the new researches. I have basically built a plan. I'm going to have a video that I'll probably do it maybe Friday. My plan is to finish my camping in the 40s video today and post it tomorrow. But it's there's a lot of efficiency researches and there's some reward researches that are technically kind of a new strat. We don't see a lot of these in the game. We had experienced it. Oh, cloaked enemy. Yay, stream sniping early on. I bet it was Big E again. We've got some basic research in Outlaw that do this, but the Starbase tree is very interesting because of what it goes through. So I had a focus, my focus, and I'll show y'all here, was to get to assembly metal efficiency. Now, I don't have enough to get to number 6. I just hit 2 million rep just now. So as I was sitting here with y'all on did my pulls, I just now hit the 2 million rep requirement for me to hit that next level of that particular research. But what I'm focusing in on this research is assembly metal efficiency, which is incredibly important. This is my number one. And then after that, you've got the ISO motion efficiency, which is very big. But then look at this, the cargo plans, uncommons for the exchange. So it can improve your exchange rate, which is, and this research would have got me doing the Stella more when I was a lower level player. And then you get down into here, you got the efficiencies, which obviously these are huge, but Cardassian supply routes, increasing the amount of rare Armada directives. Now, it might not seem like a lot, but if you do get to a 30% bonus, that's pretty significant considering there aren't really any researchers for this yet, so it's not very diluted. Then you got the rares for your Stella, and then as you come down here, you got the epics. So my first priority was getting the assembly metals, and then my next priority is getting these up as far as possible, increasing the amount of loot I earn from these various armadas. So that research and that set in this tree have jumped us up in huge value, and it's very, very beneficial, very, very good for anybody out there watching. So that's currently my strategy. I'll discuss it more when I go and do a video, probably Friday. So there you go, everybody looking for update on videos. That's what I did. Beeline metal efficiency, then the Armada credits. So my metal efficiency is going to be the focus, because obviously the more I invest in metal efficiency, the less I'm going to have to invest in all the other researches. So even though in the short term I won't get as much back, long term it will take me less time to complete a lot of things. And that's basically what I'm looking for there, is just trying to complete that as quickly as possible so I can get all the bonuses that are inside of it. Oh man. So yeah, lots to do today. And since we're getting stream sniped, might have to just basically hostile grind and relocate. We'll see how that goes. Gotta love the stream snipers. Fourth researcher incoming. I mean, I've got 3 researchers, and I blow through them quite often because of how long it takes to do a lot of this stuff. So only one neat event today. Can't remember the last time that happened inside of an arc. I don't know what you mean a neat event, Charles. That doesn't make any sense. Kat, a good job at getting your efficiency to level 7. The only thing that's prevented me from getting my efficiency to level 7 is I just haven't had enough of the superior Cardassian loot. I've been pulling the minimum pull versus the max pull. So I need to get out and do more of those armadas with my alliance. And just got a notification 10 minutes later that I got attacked. Thank you, Scopely. You are always on top of the game right there. Good to see you, Kincaid. Charles over 60, always love you being here in the stream. Tyler says, hearing anything about the broken star bases for some alliances. Error 26, yep, don't worry, man. I have had to talk to them about this a lot. Supposedly they're fixing it. I've got no ETA on when that is. If y'all were here at our Friday live stream on Twitch, EcoBoost Engine was literally there. And he said, yeah, we've got it, we're fixing it, we know about it, blah, blah, blah. And yet here we are several days later and still nothing. And short of making just flame videos every day, which I'll be honest, the flame videos are a pain in the butt in terms of just, I hate being constantly negative. I don't know what to do besides tell y'all, hey, they're working on it. The lag is an extreme issue for a lot of servers, especially anybody from the EU servers here have been getting way more lag than our US servers. So if you're from America, enjoy less lag. And if you're from Europe, tough it out. Again, I'm not trying to be negative. It's just, it is what it is. Did you mention another video that projectiles stack when we unlock them? We don't even need to equip them. Correct, Daniel. They're like researchers. Once you go unlock them, they're there. You do not have to have it on your ship to get the bonus from it. Now, I would still recommend equipping them because they look cool, but you don't have to have them running. You don't have to have them running here. I'm gonna have to, Con, and then Bev. Just gonna run that random Armada crew. And I need to do so much today to catch up. I am running behind. But let's see what refits I have handy. What should I put on the Stella? I got my fusion beam, photon pulse, positron phaser, cryonic blast, temporal torpedo. Let's put the positron phaser on the Stella. I think it fits the Stella. Last week the lag didn't affect the stream sniping, cost of being cool. It is what it is, man. You just kind of have to get used to it, I guess. That's just like the nature of it. Like, people like being on screen. You know, it happens to DJ all the time. DJ actually gets his base cracked like repeatedly. So I just keep a shield up so they can't do that to me. I just, I don't want to go through the repair cost. I don't want to go through the repair cost. Can you get Prime cell efficiency free to play? And if so, how? So getting cell efficiency is scrapping ships. That is the best way to go about it. The cost for that one is, let me just go ahead and tell you the cost. Pull up Stella. Prime cell efficiency is going to run you 1,000 4-star uncommon refined ore. The best way to get that 1,000 4-star uncommon ore is to scrap a legionary. If you scrap a legionary, you can then get it for free. You, sir, are on the wrong node, and I forgot to switch where you needed to go. So you need to come over here. So yes, you can get it for free. There are about a dozen primes you can get for free in the game, and that being one of them. Oh wow, we're not even registering mining now. Oh boy, what a wonderful world this is. Oh jeez. Has anyone reported Strange New World Lon's lower deck being broken? Yes, literally as soon as she came out. Now she works fine. She displays incorrectly, but she works how she's supposed to work. Just FYI. But yes, it got reported literally the day of it coming out. So, saw your O'Brien video. What's your opinion on 5-6 O'Brien? Can't remember you talking about that crew. Personally, I would swap 6 for Khan, just because if I'm getting more shots, or I could even swap 5, but I really like pairing O'Brien with Khan. More shots combined with more critical shots is more damage, and I'm a big fan of that. But again, this depends on really your tier of O'Brien. Like my tier 2 O'Brien just doesn't proc enough for me to consistently say I would rather be using this. But when he is tiered up, he's going to be extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. Kramer says Kira not very good. I'd rather not talk about Kira right now because Kira is actually amazing, but you got to know why. And let's just say y'all don't want me saying it publicly. Let's just say you don't want me saying it publicly. Shads, yes, everybody has been told. and I really hate being this messenger because it's like I'm basically saying they don't care. And I'm not trying to say they don't care, but literally every problem that y'all have mentioned it went to them literally the same day. So broken Actian hostiles and La'an's cargo ability being incorrect and certain officers being broken, they literally find out the day of. And then when we go like 2-3 weeks of it not being fixed, like I have to be very clear. I don't work for Scopely. I don't work for Star Trek Fleet Command. I'm basically a very, very pretty ginger messenger. So it sucks to tell y'all that they know and that they're working on it, but literally no fix. And I don't mean to say that in a way that like, oh, don't tell me your problem. Please tell me. But all I can really say is, yeah, we know. And I'm so sorry that they haven't rectified it. And I really wish these mines would show up correctly because that's going to bug the mess out of me. But anyway, me getting ADD and stuff aside. How to go with your community poll. So Omar, the second incursion poll went really well. I'll be honest, I haven't had time to parse through the data just because of everything going on, which does suck. We got right under 4,000 responses. So we had a lot of feedback. I haven't had a lot of time to go through it. And the helper that I had who was helping the first time, well, she was basically taking a break from work. She was on vacation. So she was able to really dive into it. And I need help doing that because there's so many responses. So it's just going to take me a long time. Now, if there's anybody out there who wants to help with the data, like you can go through individuals, we need to go through at least 25% of the responses, track those responses, put them into those forms like we had before, put them into those formats. And if somebody wants to help with that work, we can get that out quicker and set up another meeting with the dev team. It's just been a time issue. So I do appreciate you following up with me on that. Mary says, maybe I missed the update. How's the little one? So my first son, my oldest, had a cardiology appointment. I haven't done an update because we have to go to the doctor again next week to kind of do a follow-up, but essentially he has a jacked up valve in his heart that's allowing some backflow. It's nothing that they say is life-threatening or anything, but it is something that needs to be addressed. So that's kind of what we're going through, which is really fun as a parent to be going through this stuff. It's great. It's great. As a parent, you just love these moments. So Yeah. Yeah. I got a new player in my alliance with his main storyline warp quest sending into a Rossi 18. He's been waiting on a ticket to fix it for 8 days. Is there anything to do to help? You can send me the ticket, but honestly, customer support has been taking weeks to respond to a lot, and I can try to push it up. I'll be honest though, with that being such, in their opinion, low priority issue, I probably won't be able to get that one pushed up. Like, the stuff that I can get pushed up is like stores not working, ships that have been stuck for days, things like that. Normally I can push to the front of the line. And I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying that I can try, but I can't make you a promise that I get that moved for you. I can't make a promise I get that moved for you. All I can do is try. I just don't want to set up an expectation of, oh, we used Rev and Rev didn't help us, and now Rev's a jackhole. I'm just setting you up. Trying to set realistic expectations. Yo, Marius, thank you so much for that donate, and thank you also to Sergeant Surge for signing up to be a cadet. If y'all want to support the channel, we do have part of being a parent is having medical bills and stuff. Well, we have our child care we try to pay for every September. This is our child care we're trying to raise. If you want to support it and help, every dollar helps. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and links are in the chat. Completely up to you, not required, but greatly appreciated as we do the work for y'all. Evening, Maurice, good to see you. It's an Op 7 quest that the player's now Op 16 and can't advance the main storyline. Yes, I am. Like, once again, you can send that or have the player contact me and I will try to work with them with it. I don't want to make a false promise to y'all. All I can do is bring it to their attention and try to get them to make some form of fix / alteration. But I will definitely try. I will never just ignore you and tell you, look, go away. I'm not dealing with you today. I won't do that to you because I love you. I don't know about them, but I love you. So, or some people say Kira's broken. What's the deal with that? I'm not going to talk about that on stream. Not that I'm ignoring you. There's a reason I'm not bringing it up on stream. I think many of you can deduce what that means. So can we just leave it at that? Can we please leave it at that? Many of y'all probably understand what that means. Just join the Discord and talk to people, and maybe you can figure it out too. Maybe you can figure it out too. Be stupid, tell us in private. You're not stupid, Nemesis. You're not stupid. When we try not to talk about things publicly, y'all usually know what that means. The stream has ears? Yes. We are very aware that certain people like to attend our streams. So let me swap out this because I need to grind. I need to grind a lot of things today. We're gonna go grind some Eclipse, and that way if somebody blows up my Stella, I'm not gonna go cry about it. It's whatever, I guess. All right, put this out there because I need to get this to 8. Afternoon, Falcon, good to see you. Some grinding in. Much rather help buy a cell for your son's valve than give it to Scopely. Well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'll admit, and just being honest, I've not even thought about the medical cost of my son if he needs a heart procedure and stuff. I'm trying not to worry about that. For those that don't know, I have anxiety disorder. I was diagnosed with depression at 12. So mental health is a serious thing for me that I'm always, working with and trying to encourage other people. So I haven't even thought about that. But yeah, if y'all want to go ahead, I think that is greatly appreciated. But he had his doctor's appointment this past week. The cardiologist that we see is like 4 hours away. So I had to take him there, went through all the scans and everything. He had to be sedated to go through it. And as you can imagine, it's very fun. Very fun. Do you think the XSLB are worse for rewards than SLBs? You're competing against twice many players. I do, Slugger. And I've said that from the beginning that why did I send the auger there? Y'all have got to let me stop doing stupid things on stream. Why y'all let me do stupid things on stream? I blame y'all, okay? I 100% blame y'all. 100% blame y'all. But yeah, I do believe that the XLBs have very little value. And I don't really participate in them, to be honest with you. There are very few leaderboard events that I participate in. Now, I do try to help my alliance. Like right now, we've got that mining event, which is basically built around the Starbase. And I'm ranked 35 in how I've contributed. Now, Jason is getting most of the points for when people collect from the Starbase, so that's why he's in such a ridiculous lead. But I mean, I've been out mining and I'm 35, so I'm in the top third of my alliance with some people who've not even mined at all. So I'm just trying to contribute and do a little bit of participation there. if you don't have an Alliance Starbase, the best way to help your ALB is to mine concentrated latinum, which is what I've been doing since last night. Jump on those big nodes and go after it. Project Payne says, my daughter had to have a heart valve replacement. It's scary, but the tech nowadays makes it simple. And that's great to hear, and I appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I'm confident that things will be okay. But at the same time, y'all know how anxiety works. Your brain likes to tell you things that aren't true. So our Starbase is level 10. Nice, Nathan. So our Starbase actually just went to 11. And it's one of the... I know I'm bragging on IA here, but I'm pretty sure it's one of the highest level star bases in the game at the moment. So they just hit 11. The only thing that really kind of slows us down is needing more of the speed ups. But our alliance has hit level 11. We do have some speed ups, but obviously not a lot saved up here for the star base. But yeah, they've been powering through it, man. IA is really trying to get that thing up and going, and very high level, very high level. All here with you and praying for you. I appreciate that, Project Pain. I do. I appreciate everybody who supports, whether you're supporting financially to help pay for the bills, or if your prayers, thoughts, positive energy, or just being here. It's all appreciated. Yeah, speed ups are definitely the bottleneck. And obviously the only way to really rectify that is making sure everybody does their turn-ins and then spending. So anything about different material type used for SLBs coming, as we can't have same type material for every SLBs. Nope, no words at all. There's been, I've asked for different types, and so far, no bueno, like haven't gotten anything from that. And my gosh, the lag is so bad today. But yeah, I'm sorry, I have asked, and the next Arc Runner, I will try to ask with that as well. We should have a meeting with them here pretty soon, but we'll just keep trying on that. Actually, let me see if I have that real quick. All right, just sent a message. Can you confirm if ISO chips for the mini event store will carry over to next month? They will, David, yes. Now, I cannot tell you, like, I don't know what the rewards are for next month with those chips. So while, yes, the ISO chips will carry over, the rewards could be terrible next month or they could be great. I have no idea. So that's like, I got a really nice pull here recently on my ISO chips. For some reason, my RNG gave me chips instead of giving me Miles O'Brien, which is what I really wanted. But yeah, that will carry over. Yeah, I know, Marius. You want me to move to Romania. And honestly, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Romania sounds like a very nice place. You have Acti and Hostiles frozen. So, Wrathbond, I'm going to make you mad. But sadly, no, I do not. Mine are working perfectly okay. Mine are working perfectly a-okay right now, so I'm sorry. I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear, but server 20 currently has no broken ones that I am aware of, and I've gone pretty deep into them. So, one account I got 36,000 chips from 5 chests, and another account 1,500. The RNG's all over the place, you know, and that's pretty common. I think we've gotten used to that. And I've still got to finish this domination event. Y'all don't let me forget it, because I get, oh, if I do my domination event, I should have enough assembly medals. Oh, okay. I got to do my domination event real quick on stream, because I really want to get that research going for the next metal efficiency. I really want to get that research going for the next metal efficiency. And it just feels like my ship, it feels like my Pipe Moreau Chin here is doing way worse than it should be doing. It feels like I'm doing way worse than I should be doing with Pipe Moreau Chin. All right, let me see. Do I have a ship that I can actually throw some... I could throw a little bit of XP into my sarcophagus. I could actually upgrade my sarcophagus to tier 8, but I don't want to spend that 3-star materials when I could use that on a ship that actually matters. Hey Darren, good to see you. How do you check if the Starbase is working, collecting resources? So Emil, you can, so the rate that you mine and the size and everything is determined by your Starbase. So you can track it by, is your cargo bay in the Starbase full? And then once you do that, you can pop it off and reset that node, because just like a regular node for a regular mine in space, they do empty out in that. Let me see if trying to move the Valdor will. Nope, still showing no shields. Still showing no shields. But anyway, once it fills up, you need to reset that node by moving to another one and then back. So that was a big one. Let's get this 37. Yeah, Doug, Stampeders, we like them. Looks like they did a nice change. Acting kills aren't counting towards California class. That could just be honestly lag going on right now. I don't know. You know, there's some insane lag. I will have to see if that has been changed. Let me actually shoot a message real quick and see if I get a response from one of the janitors today. Let's see if we can get a response from one of the janitors. I'll let y'all know. Hey Draco, good to see you. You think California class totally broken? That sounds logical, honestly. Like, having been around this game for a while now, that sounds likely. Wolfwood, things are going well, except for the ridiculous lag and the fact that my shields don't show up. I'm tempted to reboot the game. I'm tempted to reboot and see if a potential reboot helps. Let me actually just go ahead and do that. We get a blank screen of nothing but Rev. Hey, it's just me, because there's nothing there now. And I'm gonna reboot the game and see if potentially that helps. But we'll see. I will try to also get, obviously, the janitors to respond. By the way, Red Shirt Lifestyle, thank you for signing up to be a cadet, supporting the channel. Really appreciate everybody who supports financially, obviously, as a content creator. I make a living, so thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. All right, let me see if rebooting has helped any of my lag. Well, my shields are showing up now, but will they stay showed up? Here's put it back on the screen. Bloop. Let's see if it stays showed up. Usually the PC client is more stable. I don't have that many problems. Yes, Boxer, Chair is here with me. Chair is the best supporter. See, my shields are showing up fine now. So a reboot seemed to temporarily help. Thank you, Gilly, for dropping the donate link. It's very kind of you. Is anyone having back button issues? I do all the time, Steve, where the back button is grayed out. I either have to use the back button on the phone or use the escape key on my PC. But yes, that's also another issue that's been pushed to them, and we'll see. Kata, thank you so much for signing to be a cadet, supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate that. I really do. Thank you so much. How did they determine whose California class to turn off? I see mine populated but not scoring. So it simply, here's how it worked. When they sent that gift chest, it counted as one of the events. So if you were at 9, that counted as your 10th. The California class event was designed to run 10 completed times. So if you completed it 10 times, it goes away forever. So. All right. I'm Ops 35, triple faction lock, 15 BPs away from an int. Would you double or single faction grind after? What do you think the best ship is to grind for going up? Mill, the ship really doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. The way the crews and researchers are coming out, that's what matters. So pick based on that. I would say the Valdor is still the quote unquote easiest because you have events that directly pay out ore and gas. That said, your upgrade cost in terms of going like to 46, the one that you'll spend the least of is crystal. So that would tell you to go for a Kelvin. All that really matters is your personal preference though. It doesn't matter either way. You pick what you want to go for. Go that way. As far as the dual versus single, I would say dual faction grind unless you're going to go quickly to like 42 or 46. Then you would single faction because you definitely want to have that rep ready when you get there. Key news on what level Starbase will bring to the game. I think you said it'll be when they start buffing player bases. I have no idea what you're asking there, Alan. That doesn't make sense. Valdor is lovely, but the G4s need a lot of research to get good in PvP. They do. I mean, my Valdor is a baby. It's 10 million. It needs a lot more research thrown into it. But at the same time, I love it. I love having it. And now that I am finally pushing 246, I'm actually mining deeper in space, or I'm sorry, grinding deeper in space. So I need it for the warp range to go grind in warp 120 plus space. So, all right. So we got some of the new gotchas that I don't really care about, but I got the assembly metals that I do care about. And we're going to go start that research. We are going to go start that research. So we'll speed up the discovery warp range, which I should have been doing already. And we'll go back to our Starbase, and then boom, assembly metal efficiency. Once we get that going, that takes us to 6. And then once again, I'm gonna take that as high as I can, but then I'm working on these payouts. I'll be honest, the uncommon one, I don't need as much. The uncommon, I think we all agree is pretty easy to get. But you do need it to increase the cargo, the Cardassian loot. And then obviously these are my biggest, like the epics and the rares, particularly the rare exchange, because that's a pain in the butt. But that's my current MO. That's what I'm going for. I really like the new Starbase research, but still a bit sad the Galaxy Tech 3 we got is still way too expensive and probably never be changed regardless of player interaction with it. The only thing that's going to change is they're going to continue to improve the economy to where the Galaxy extension doesn't feel as bad as it is. But I would say that our backlash to that is one of the reasons that the Starbase research tree is so good. So, Kincaid, thank you for signing up to be an ensign. Appreciate you supporting the channel. I really do. Thank you so much. The uncommons are prerequisites for the Cardassian and rare. Yeah, I know, but I will only upgrade them as much as I have to. You know, it's all how it always works, that you have to get to a point. But if I'm talking about what I'm going to upgrade first, I'm going to upgrade the rares and epics first until I have to go back. And until I have just a plethora of assembly metals, that's where I'm going to be dumping most of my focus into. So, all right, so we did that. Let me check my factions. I got to mine data today. Definitely got to mine data. We got to collect more Romulan credits because we're trying to, push up. And I need to turn this in for more directives. I need to go do more of this today. I need to do more armadas today. I need to have all this to pull. I think I need 2 more pulls of my uranium. I need a lot of epics to run, but I actually am out of epic directive. Any idea how long we'll be locked to level 14 for Starbase? Nope. Wow, have y'all actually already pushed all the way to 14? Have y'all really pushed all the way to 14? Let's see, any, no overlords yet. No overlords yet. Have not heard from janitors, y'all. You're at 10, yeah, we're at 11. I haven't seen anybody at 14 yet, but I'd be very impressed if somebody's at 14. Be very impressed. Various, it's not loud. It's at negative 30 dB. It's not loud at all, sir. Maybe you're just an old man. Various, get young again. Like I am speaking like 20 decibels, 30 decibels higher than the music. Does the Stella Prime really cut the amount needed to? Stella Prime is a must-have. Stella Prime efficiency is a must-have prime. Must-have prime. It is incredibly important. And the fact that you can get it free to play, I encourage everybody to go after that one. I mean, it is, to me, it's a must-have. And I'm curious if anybody disagrees with that. But even as somebody who has ignored his Stella, I would still say that has got to be one of the most important primes to go. Are the devs aware about Frozen Apex hostiles? Yep, they are. They were aware the day it started happening. So if that tells you anything, I guess. But yes, short answer is they are aware. Wishing you the best. I've been following your 39 camp video and have everything done except my August tier 6. Should I keep camping or go to tier 8? That'd be honestly, that's up to you. If you've got all the efficiency researches and things that you need, I would say go ahead and start working towards 42. But again, it's more about, have you done all the researches? Do you have everything ready? And then do it. But yeah. Thank you, Falcon, for trying to drop that donate link. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, get our grinding back on. I also got to run armadas. So much to do. What's my hat say? So this is a Cowboy Bebop. It is a pretty well-known / famous anime, but it's from Cowboy Bebop. Not sure how many people like anime in the chat. Y'all don't come across to me as the crowd. Like of the 400 people here, I feel like y'all aren't the demographic that watches a lot of anime, but I do. I'm a big anime fan. With the introduction of both the Cerritos and the Mantis into the game, should we now camp at 36 to 35? In my opinion, no. That doesn't change or move the needle for me. but I would still camp at 35. I watched it in my younger years because my girl was into it and I was into her. Fair, Draco. Very fair. And I love that you did not extend that. Once you got that ring on, you're like, all right, don't care anymore. We're good. We're good. Would you get level 50 ship or wait and get the 53? So my personal decision, I would get a 50. But that's because I won't be going to 53 anytime soon. So I would pick up a 50 ship. If you can get to 53 relatively quickly, like in a few months from hitting level 50, then there's no point in getting a 50 ship. Get the 53s, they're much better. But yeah. Start watching you. What server you play on? So Aaron, the main two servers I play on are server 20 and 63. But I will occasionally make new accounts. Like I made an account on server 89 just to meet new players, try to help new players, answer questions they might have about the game. Come on, will you please give me Cisco? I really want Cisco for a video. Can you just please give me Cisco? This game hates me so much. Like this game literally hates Rev Deuce. This game hates Rev Deuce. $50 costs the credit. Yeah, I understand the cost, guys. Here's the thing. If you try to be as efficient as possible, you're not going to enjoy this game as much, my opinion. I got asked a question. I gave my opinion. I already know the cost. Nobody's going to hit me with costs I don't know. I will go after a 50 ship because I'm not going to reach level 53 6 months after hitting level 50. It's going to take me over a year to do that. I'm not going to wait to get a new ship. I'm going to get a new ship. It's like the Valdor. Do I need the Valdor? Don't need the Valdor at all. Really don't. Valdor does nothing that my G3 epics can't do. But I want the Valdor, and I enjoy it. This is still a game, and I want to have fun. It's still a game. It's still a game. New ships are fun. I'm going to pull these from this little crappy chest that we got set up. Jump from 25 to 29 during the last SLB. Do you recommend camping at 29? I recommend getting all your efficiency researches and everything up, yes, before you push into the 30s. But it's not like a hard camp spot. Like 29 is not like super important, just stay there forever. But you don't want to rush too far and have not completed a lot of your research. Well, you were right, 1 million faction credits for an Epic G4. Again, I know the cost is what it is. Is what it is. You know, it's just part of it, man. And if you're going to have fun in the game, that's just part of it. Let's see where my faction credits are at. So my Fed credits are at 281,000. My Klingon credits are at 248,000, and my Romulans are at 41. Or 50 million Latinum. It's not too bad. Yeah. My friend Draco, you were talking to a crowd that does not have 50 million Latinum. Ain't nobody in here but you probably has 50 million Latinum, unless there is another high-level spender chilling in the chat. Hey, Max Timer, good to see you. Would you recommend waiting on 42 until I have all the resources for 46? So, Slugger, watch my video tomorrow. Simple as that. Watch my video tomorrow. You have to come back and get more content. Do I have enough to launch this? I do not. I do not have enough to launch. I have enough to launch a rare. I do not. Oh, God. Really need that. I really need that. All right, let's see. How on earth do you ever come up or save over 1 million faction credits? Honestly, not that hard at a higher level. So, like at my level, I can earn about 60,000, 70,000 faction credits a month where I'm at right now. So that means it would take right around a year at my level to get the credits. If you are at level 50, it will take a few months of constant grind to get there, but it's not really that hard. So, but if you're like, because like for those who remember the highest free to play in the game, Dekix, he just hit 49, and it will take him several months to get the faction credits for the epic, but he'll be able to do it. Got Ops when I'm building. I'm 15 BPs for my Sally. Got a while on my Bortus. Yeah, definitely want to get the Saladin up and going. Definitely want to get all of your research up and going. Don't feel rushed, y'all. I'm a strong believer that it's better to be really good at your level than just fly through levels. That's just my play style. But you just got to do what's fun for you. Do what's fun. I saved all my transport tokens from probes, hoping for another SLB to hit. I'm at 24 right now and I already know it's been a waste. Max Heimer, I would not have told you to save those probes. You could have used it for heavy hitter, though. The bore probes are fantastic for winning heavy hitter. So you have options. It's just what LB are you really looking for there? Yeah. Heavy hitter, if you run a critical build on your probe, heavy hitter is one of the best ways. If you split between heavy hitter and eclipse, that's how a lot of people have been grinding out and winning that event. So. Any new info on what level 25 Starbase will bring to the game? Nothing that I can tell you, Alan. Y'all know how it works. I can't tell y'all what's coming in the game. Come on. Y'all know the answers. I know it's not the answer you want. Hate the fact that Cerritos event is making me actually hit probes. I just use ATAs for daily Borger finds. Sorry, Draco. I'm sorry. Roughly 110 blueprints for both my D4 and Enterprise. My RNG chest pulls on my rare chest is horrible. Purchase 60 of each epic at level 30 through 31. Roger, thank you for letting me know. Has a built-in game holodeck simulation with Deuce narrates at level 25. That would be actually really cool. If I could have some form of in-game anything. I've been told several times that there's no chance that I make it into this game, but I'm still not giving up on my dream. I'm still not giving up on my dream. Still not giving up on my dream. So Mihai, this current arc runner did make it to where Federation, Klingon, and Romulan hostiles were very good for it, but that doesn't mean that the next arc runner will. I mean, it's set up individually by each arc runner, and every heavy hitter we've had in the past was set up the previous way. So I'm gonna, until we see that consistently change, I'm gonna stick with that. So, how'd you feel about allowing regular Alliance members to collect mats from Starbase harvesters? I would have no problem with that. Repair, it was probably way OPC. Because that's my baby Meridian. This got like no protected cargo on it. Let's see how OPC I was. 53,000. Also, that crew is awful. Oh God. What are you, is that specifically, like, is that, Screamer, are you trying to fight Gladiuses? It's a random freaking crew. That is so random. I mean, the only thing I could see that being potentially useful for is to fight Gladiuses. All right, let's, I need a hostile that's not 39, but I need a hostile that's not 39. Oh, okay, let me speed this up, put this back out on the node. We'll switch it around to the big Meridian since I have the Fisha out mining right now. Here's the big Meridian. It is almost maxed. Got 4 more parts and it'll finally be maxed out. So we'll just go send it out on a node real quick. Mining. If you had your choice of how you'd be included in the game, what would it be? I mean, I would rather be an officer in the game, but if I'm being realistic, I would like to be like a random NPC character. Like there's a station in a system that you click on it, and it's a pirate station, and I'm the person that you interact with to pick up missions or something. It's similar to how like you've seen people make it into World of Warcraft as like NPCs. That I would be happy with that too. I'd be happy with any of it, but I think it'd be really cool to be in the game. What are your thoughts on the 3 advanced researchers for the Cerritos? Don't care, to be honest with you. To me, the Cerritos is okay. The Mantis has almost made it like, I'm not saying the Cerritos can't help, but it doesn't match up to the Mantis. Like it's not 1-to-1. And I have less love for the Cerritos now than before. Now, it can still be very important, and I want to make that very clear. But do all your research. But I mean, I'm not jumping up and down either way. Hey, Boodle, good to see you. Finally got all 3 strike team officers. Any future video in the works for the strike team on how to get the most out of them? I mean, the simple answer to that is run them full synergy. But I still don't have strike team lawn. Pretty sure I don't, unless they did like a gift chest that gave me enough for it. Yeah, I don't have strike team lawn, nor near have a strike team lawn. So I could show some videos and show some logs, but simple answer is if you have the full strike team, run them as a full team, especially on an auger with strike team lawn as captain. What's the best meta crew for exchange armadas? Depends on who you have. I mean, Kirkspot Khan's fine. Running Riker Bev Khan is fine. I mean, the thing with the Stella is your research, like your actual outlaw research, because the outlaw research will make it to where your damage is increased. It'll make it to where your mitigation's max. It'll make it to where the piercing values are high. That's more about research than just crew with the exchange. Exchange is very unique. Now, if you're trying to like solo exchange runs, you would run like Leslie for solo runs. But Data Giorgio and Ash is awesome. Most people don't have data, Fonz, but that is a good one. Most people don't have data. Data is one of the hardest officers to get in the game. What DS9 officers would you most like to see introduced next month? The DS9 officers that I would like the most would be Jadzia Dax, Garrick, and of who we don't have yet, probably a new version of Quark or a new version of Worf. But I like Odo, but if I had to pick 3, those are the 3 I would pick. Don't really care for Bashir at all, Sean. The only thing that Bashir is good for is the only thing that made Bashir bearable in Deep Space Nine were his interactions with Garrick. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing. Bashir is one of the worst characters in Star Trek history. He's not a good character. He's the worst Doctor by far, in my opinion. The connection that he has and the episodes he has with Garrick are very good, but that's because of Garrick as a character. I don't really care about the Bashir character at all. But really cringy, just meh. Hey, Godfather Triple, good to see you. We hit this one over here. You can do this more every day. I've run out. Oh, look, we're upgrading things. Diplomatic relations, plasma harvester now at 11. Heck yeah! Look at us go. Look at us go. Where are we at now? Oh, upgrading that. Won't be long. Be long. Heading to 12. Will not be long. I'm excited. All right. By the way, thank you for dropping the Amazon link. I need to go add things to it. It's wild because today's the 21st. My birthday is literally 2 weeks from tomorrow, and I don't know how to feel about that. My birthday is 2 weeks from tomorrow. Wow. Like, be old. I'm gonna turn 33. Yeah, it's wow. Birthday is 2 weeks from tomorrow. We'll have to do like a birthday stream. Let's do a birthday stream. I'm currently level 39 and recently hit the button on 40. Just regarding the jelly, are the only places I can get 4-star ship parts, Jelly Brawl, and Parabellum? Short answer, yes. You were 33 mini moons ago. Well, I hope those moons were good to you. Boxer 48, that's not old enough to be my dad, so you're not old. Cake and ice cream. I would prefer to not have either of those things. I really would. Just because I feel like I need to lose weight, not gain weight. But thank you. Often to scopely go through and clean up locked frozen hostiles. They used to do it every update. I asked recently about when they would run those scripts again and have not gotten a response. I've not gotten a lot of responses this past week. I mean, Eco is heading to Dublin. The Arc Runners have been working on the event scoring, so it's been tough getting traction on some of these other issues. Like that. Obviously, I got to go do this tomorrow. And I don't ever pull that one because I get that from my normal daily. Revmus? I don't think Revmus is a thing. But how do you combat bullying on your server? People attacking over 10 levels down? That's not bullying, Scooby. That's just called PvP. That's not bullying. And that's not bullying at all. That's literally not bullying. We still have another 2-hour cooldown for intel briefs? Maybe. I think there's one more. I would need to ask the Arc Runner and see. Invest 98L is coming for either myself or maybe you guys. Get prepared. I have no idea what that even means, Draco. I'm at level 27. I'm wondering if you still recommend sitting on 30-day loyalty chests. They do improve greatly as you level up. Short answer is, do you need the materials in those chests? Like if you see those materials and you need them for research or something, yeah, go ahead and pull them. But the 7-day chest you never sit on. You can potentially sit on the 30-day chest if you're good with the resources and everything and you want to save for when they improve. Like if you're level 39 and you've got a lot of the resources you need, as soon as you hit 40, those 30 chests start giving you 4-star and everything, and that's obviously very beneficial for most players. So depends on where you're at. Hurricane? Oh, I'll be honest, I have not paid attention to hurricane season yet. It's become such a normal part of my life being from Louisiana that unless it's egregiously bad, I don't even pay attention. Like until they start saying Cat 3 to Cat 5, I don't really listen. It just becomes a bad storm. So it has to be really a Cat 3 before I start caring. But that's just because I'm used to it. Ignoring blocking people in game is the easiest way to avoid that. Post the love letters on Rev's Discord. Yep. Good advice, Miles. Good advice. How's gator meat? Funny enough, it actually tastes a little bit like chicken. It literally tastes a little bit of like chicken. I like gator. Have eaten it many times. What do you think about people who threaten others after being debuffed in acting systems? What do you mean threaten? What do you mean threaten? Like if they're threatening you like real life doxing or something, then that's against terms of service and you need to report that and take care of it. If you're talking about people getting mad that you debuff them, well, debuffing someone is an aggressive act. It's a type of attack. So I think they have a right to get mad at you and potentially retaliate. You like gator meat? It was good. I'm glad. Want to send me some? I'll pay for it. No, Naz, I do not. But there are several shops in Louisiana that do ship. Any chance in heck we can get Scopely to stop developing arcs and focus on bug fixing? 0 chance. Like 0% chance. There is literally no chance that they're going to stop making new content. There's none. And it's not even up for discussion. Like it's an immediate no. Immediate no. And I told y'all that when I made that video, like, hey, we can talk about how this game needs it, but there is no chance it's happening right now. None at all. Maybe 2 years from now, we'll see. But right now, there's no chance. How are you getting 200 indie credits per pull in the Borg refinery? Is there a research I'm missing? A Prime. Lee, I have the Prime. Do you have that Borg Prime? Obviously, my Vidar is maxed out, but do you have the Prime? I have both. I think I have both Borg Primes. I have both Borg Primes. Don't I have both Borg Primes? I think I do. The only Prime I really care about is this one. Yeah, I've got both of the Primes, but the only one I ever use is that one. I could use this one just because I need these credits, and since I am going Romulan and Klingon, I'll pull a couple of these. But yeah, the short answer is the Prime. We need a month of new content. David, I agree with you, but I also am honest and gonna keep it real. It ain't happening. But I agree with you. Like, I really do. This month has been the worst for lag bugs and just launch issues? Maybe. Maybe. Data red and green ATA would be nice. I don't agree with that one. I do not want data events. I don't like mining it when I have to, let alone going out and doing it, you know, for an event. I say let the augments stay dead. Speaking of, why don't I go put that out real quick and actually mine some of that. What tier does the feature with the skin begin getting uncommon ship parts instead of commons? 41, I think. It's got to match the actual level. Like, you're not going to get uncommon 4-star ship parts at like 36. An away team's mission? What I mean by that, you can do an away team mission for almost anything. So sure. An away team? Yeah, I mean, we can make that argument for everything. There needs to be an independent credit away team. There needs to be literally everything away team. Definitely worst art for lag. I've been here 4 years. For US servers, it's definitely not the worst. EU servers have a very different experience right now than US servers. Just keeping it honest. I mean, I realize that the EU servers in particular,
board 4, that's called checkers,
have got an incredible level of lag going on for a lot of you right now. The US servers are not experiencing that. That doesn't mean it doesn't matter, but for the majority of players who are because the majority of the game is in the US, it's not that bad. That does not mean they shouldn't fix it. I am really annoyed that they haven't even made a communication about it. But it's not bad here. It's only bad there. It should be fixed. I'm not saying it shouldn't be, but that I haven't experienced. Any chance they'll ever make second builder, especially second R&D, available free to play? Nope. That's just a staple of mobile gaming. Whether Clash of Clans the same way. If you want another builder, you're going to buy it. I mean, that's just one of the things. I will also tell you that I'm one of those people that believes if you play a game for hundreds of hours in a month and in a year, pay them the $5 for a builder, pay them the $20 for a researcher. Personal opinion. But no, they're probably never going to make that free to play. Just like every other mobile game in the market doesn't do that. Yeah, that odd voice is because I actually pulled up my Twitch real quick and it audioed some random Twitch channel. So that's what that was. That's what that was. Independent credit ATA, nice, but not needed. That's BS. Boxer, you were on drugs. Independent credit ATA is needed more than anything else that's been suggested ATA. Independent credit is still one of the most ridiculous grinds in this game. By far. Like, not even close. Not even close. Like, that's a silly response. Do you realize how many independent credits you need to max out all the independent credit officers in this game right now? And you're pulling like 100 a day from Augment? Yeah. No. Definitely not. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Flipple. Like, the only reason I'm out here mining freaking decoded data and doing Borg is so I can get independent credits every day. Just for me to not have enough to really do anything with. Like, what is it under? Is it under other? I don't remember. Is it under other? I think it is. There's alliance credits. Bloop, 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 bloop. Where's my independent credits? Where are my independent credits? I always forget where they're at. Where are you, independent credits? Could have sworn you're in here. Yeah, there they are. I'm at 49.3 thousand. This is me pulling this stuff every single day. Every day. That might sound like a lot. It might sound like a lot to you. It might. About 49,000 literally would max out one epic officer. One. Uno. One. That's it. One. One. You could max out 5 of 11 with that. You can max out con with that. Max out 6 with that. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's me pulling every day. Every day. Every day. Yeah. Morning, Sam. It's good to see you. The only way we'll get them to change is to stop spending, but that will never happen across the board. So Rev is right about fixing it. They view new content as the moneymaker. It is. It's not even a view thing. Like, new content is the moneymaker. Like, that's what makes the money in the game. How about sourcing for 3, 4, and 11 besides transporter patterns? Kevin, you were freaking lucky to get 3 in transporter patterns. You were pushing it, sir. You are pushing it, young man. But I agree. It'd be nice for everything to have easier sourcing. Only if you're from scratch to max. If you go 1 tier at a time like a normal person, it's enough to max 2 epics. Woo. Wow, you got me, meme. Woo. Now, you want to go count the amount that you need? You really want to count the amount that you need to have of independent credits for important officers? You want to count them? Boo. What's going on with espionage? I spent down to 0 the other day, but the last few days I've been gaining more rods than I can spend. What they give in the event store. So, Mr. Flibble, there are certain timers that are like 2-hour timers, not 24-hour timers. So that's why you got to be watching it and spending. Watching it and spending it. Let's see if anybody's OPC while we're sitting over here with our Valdor. Oh, well, there we go. I'll kill a shield for some OPC. I'll kill a shield for some OPC. Need 25,000 independent credits for just 2 officers, Grush and Khan. Grush is important. That doesn't even count the new, remember there's another syndicate officer that just came out. Most people don't have the syndicate level to start unlocking him, but there's more than just Grush now. I mean, and then you got the entire Borg line. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. Let's get some OPC here. Put it in my Valdor. Make this a little profitable trip before I head home. Got a little data in my pocket. Gonna buy me a hot pocket. Borg officer requirements kill you? It does, and you're a spender, Draco. There's not even great ways to spend for independent credits. It's not even efficient if you're a spender. Just the point I'm making is it shouldn't take years of independent grinding and active nanoprobe grinding for you to max out a handful of officers. Like, you should be able to max those things out a lot quicker than the current rate. But see, that's also why I haven't upgraded. Like, I haven't maxed out 7, 8, or 9, etc. on my Borg, because it's just not important enough to do. It's not important enough. You can convert Latinum to independent credits, but the return is so expensive, y'all. It's 50 to 1. So, what's that, 2 million per officer? I'm gonna bust out my calculator. So if we need roughly 45,000 independent credits for, here, I'll use Khan as an example, just so I have exact numbers. So Khan cost, independent credit wise, he costs 42,550 independent credits. Multiply that by 50, 2.1 million Latinum to max Khan, assuming you went from 0 to 5. 2.1 million to get the 42,000 independent credits you need. So that means in terms of in terms of Latinum, I'm sitting on 2.5 million Latinum and independent credits. That's just, so yeah, while that's technically an option, I don't think that's a good option. That's technically an option. All right, we got 27,000. We're going to recall. You can't Latinum buy the ANs for Borg officers. Yeah, you can't do it for the active nanoprobes. You can do it for independent credits, but you can't do it for active nanoprobes. Which is why the collective bargaining is so important. I think, because I haven't upgraded a Borg in a while, my active nanoprobes, Where are my active nanoprobes at? Are they under resource? They're not under resources. They're under materials? Yeah, materials. I'm at 2.1 active nanoprobes. 2.1 million. Which again, sounds great. Realistically, not that much. Realistically, not that much. Because this would max out one epic Borg. I'd do one epic Borg. Borgs need like 1.75 million to max out. So if I wanted to, I could max out one Borg officer or one epic. 2.1 million Latin isn't that hard with a decent sized Fisha. Not the best idea, but doable. Yeah, but keep in mind, D-Man, that we're talking about one. Like if we were talking about doing that for like, if 2 million did 10, like, all right, yeah, dude, upgrade. But for one? Yeah. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying know the cost. If it's worth it to you, go for it. That's awesome. Like there was last month we had that event or that store. I put a lot into my syndicate and got to 15 simply because I wanted the daily faction bonus. And y'all were talking about, well, how the heck do you get everything that you need for like an epic at 50 by getting your syndicate up? And that's why I pushed my syndicate to 15 so I can immediately start getting that. And then the next one that's going to matter for me is for that one is what, 20? I'm sorry, 20. There's the 1.75 at 25. You know, so it's monitoring all these different things and picking and trying to get them all done. You have better things to spend Latinum on. Yeah, it does. Just keep in mind, y'all, that you still got to buy all those commons you need. A lot of commons. Only have Strange Tuna from the strike team. Who would be good officers to pair with her? Only having her. Depends entirely on what you're fighting. 100% what you're fighting. A basic answer is, like, if you're on an auger, Giorgio, Ash Tyler is fine. Or Giorgio and Marcus, you know, if you're going against Enterprises. Or Honor Guard Worf with Giorgio. I like the burning for the auger. But depends on what you're fighting. Can't wait for free-to-play option for the Manus. It'll be massive grind, but the officer single XP sourcing will be lovely. Can't wait for you to get it for you. And Project Pain, thank you so much for the Canadian 100. That's like $2.17. Thank you so much for supporting me, Project. That is awesome of you. Thank you so much, my friend. I greatly appreciate that. That is like $3.17 I have never had in my life. I really do thank you. I'm just messing with you. But I'm messing with our Canadian brethren because exchange rates are hilarious. It's not the most wild exchange rate I've seen. Somebody donated like 15,000 of their currency before, and it was like $100. Incredibly appreciative. But when you visually see 15,000 something come up on your screen, you go, oh my God. And it did not convert well. I had to Google it. I'm like, wait, how much is that? But seriously, Project Pain, all jokes aside, thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you. A Canadian exchange US. I'm very curious what that is right now. It's not ridiculous, y'all. That's $74. Thank you so much. So after YouTube takes its 30%, I got about $50. Thank you so much. That helps me and my family. I do really appreciate it. Jokes aside, Q, thank you as well. Scopely honestly needs a search for what you want instead of having to do the dreaded menu search. So are you talking about like for the items menu? Yes, definitely needs an overhaul. Needs to be reorganized. But yeah. Oh man, today is actually the worst day. Today is like the lowest. Oh my gosh. Today is the lowest the exchange rate for Canadian to US has been in the past year. Oh my gosh. What happened to the Canadian dollar? It's dying in value. What happened? Back in October, it was worth 82 cents to the US one. Now it's worth 74. What's happening up in Canada? Yo, can somebody go knock on Canadia's door and see what's going on? Something's happening in Canada. I need y'all to go help Canada. Hey, Mac Experience, how you doing? Good to see you. By the way, if y'all aren't familiar, we joke around a lot. It's not serious. I'm literally wearing a Calgary Stampeder shirt. So. Thank you, Q. I appreciate that. They run on maple syrup. Invade Canada. They're obviously weak right now. Obviously, Canada is at their weakest point. So now's the time. Now's the time. Invade them. And when they ask how we decided to invade Canada, we'll say, well, their dollar was only worth 74 cents. I'm just joking. Do you know if they're giving out any of the lower deck currency for officer pools or just pay only? I mean, you get it from your Cerritos. So granted, you have to have the Cerritos. But if you do your regular SMS event every Wednesday, you get your Cerritos Refinery token every Wednesday. Who would you run with data on Eclipse? I mean, Giorgio and Ash, which was suggested earlier, is a solid crew. Shout out to Northern Ireland. Oh, you're talking about this one, the logs. You're talking about the logs. I do not believe there's an event that's going to pay out the logs. I will ask real quick. I'm pretty sure they're just there for people who are like spending their money. I don't think that, I'm going to ask, but I don't think there's an event paying out the logs. All right, I just messaged the janitor. We'll see if the janitor responds. You got another communication snafu? I don't know, man. Oh. Let's see if janitor responds. There's a Ren and Stimpy joke in there somewhere. Fun fact, Blue Dog, I've never watched Ren and Stimpy. All right, so actually janitor just replied. Premium store, the only place. There is not an event planned that pays out the logs. Not an event plan that pays out the logs. So it is literally if you want to have extra lower deck officer pulls, go buy them in the store somewhere. I don't even know where that pack's at. Oh, there it is. $100. There you go. That's the only place. You missed a great show. I believe, keep in mind that I'm 32. Ren and Stimpy, like when I was a kid, I recognized Ren and Stimpy was a show. My parents wouldn't let me watch Ren and Stimpy. My mother thought it was too vulgar and stuff, so I didn't get to watch Ren and Stimpy. All right, let's go do that. It was amazing. I'm sure it was, but having not grown up with it, you know, it's yeah. So The Simpsons, I didn't get to watch The Simpsons either. What sucks is all the packs are for whales and not the regular Joes. I can't drop $100 on these packs. I feel you, Dreddy. But again, all I can do is I've been pushing and I've gotten some $20 packs into the store. You got the battle pass, you got the flash pass. I designed the Chintalan pack. There are a couple of other $20 packs that we're working on, but yeah. In the event store espionage actions, has anyone seen one of the tunes disappear after spinning ISO rods? Yeah. So my Miles and Kira disappeared today after I spent on them. So bloop, all I got is Cisco left. Just leveling to 32. Should I stay and concentrate on research or push through? I would push through, Wayne, just because getting to 35, there's a lot of ships you get access to and everything. But one critical point here, make sure you're able to do all the dailies and everything, making it to 35. Make sure you can actually do everything. Like, where's your Franklin at? Is your Franklin ready to get scrapped? Are you ready to scrap your Franklin? Is it tier 9, level 41? So. Are they adding a 4th research queue? I've got an extra research queue pack showing in my store, but I already have the 3. If they did, I don't know about it. I got, there's the Galaxy, that's for the Galaxy Tree. If I haven't been told about that yet. So if they are, I don't know. If they are, I do not know. Deep Space Nine Collector's Pack. Wait, we have to buy an avatar? Literally, you want us to buy an avatar. Oh my goodness. You have the same pack? I'll ask real quick. All right. I honestly don't remember if they did or not. Communication's been so spotty this past month. If they did, I don't remember them putting it anywhere. Hey, Prairie Fox, good to see you. Yeah, Andy, I know Ripper loves his avatars. Ripper also probably loves the week-long mining event we have right now. All right, so Janitor just respond. Thank you, Janitor. Yes, there's a 4th researcher now, and that's what the pack is for. That's what the 4th researcher is for. Momsy says, why does practically everything cost $100? Because that's how they make their money. This game does not have a large user base, but it does have a lot of people with expendable income. The demographic for this game is about 35 to 55-year-olds for the most part, but there are people in other forms of there. So most of those individuals have a pretty decent level of income in their lives, thus more expendable income. This is the only Scopely game that consistently pushes $100 pack points, but that's because they can, and that's how they make so much money. So Draco, I'm not sure if you're going to buy it, but according to Dev, yes, 4th researcher just happened. So if anybody buys it, let me know that it actually works. I don't even see it in my store. What's it cost? I mean, I've got 3 of them. You would think that I would get offered the 4th. Prime Assault, Mantis Research, Prime Cargo, unlock the Cerritos, Vidar Special, Urbanite. It's $100 for the 4th one? Wow. Wow. Did it just launch like as I started streaming? I mean, I'm gonna reboot the game just to see, out of curiosity. Let me reboot it. Great communication there, Star Trek Fleet Command. Reboot my game. Anybody want to donate $110 so Rev can get a 4th researcher? You don't have to. I'm probably would rather have it go to the baby fund anyway, FYI. But it doesn't hurt to ask. Check my DMs. Okay, Draco. Yep, look at that. And honestly, Draco, for your level, that is crap in that pack. Oh my gosh, Draco, that is a boo-boo pack. Draco, you're like level 1 billion. Why is that pack so awful? Draco, my treasury has more than that, and I'm like 10 levels below you. All right. I rebooted, and still nothing. Apparently, they don't want Rev to get a 4th research. Like, sure, screw Rev. Yeah. I mean, I think it's probably good that I don't have the option to buy it. Hey, Ron, good to see you. I think it's probably good that I don't have the option to buy it because I'll admit researchers are very tempting. But, yeah. Appreciate those who sent pictures of the pack. Yeah, I literally don't have the pack. That is so annoying. Why do I not have the pack? Like, now I'm feeling left out, man. I'm feeling discriminated against. What is going on? Why is Rev not important enough for your $100 researcher pack? But I've got the Vault of Latinum back. What the heck, man? Ridiculous. I'll be honest, I don't really want to buy the pack just because medical expenses and everything have been really high this month. But still, I want to have the same option as everybody else. I'm going to sign in with my account on the web store and see if it's just on the web store. But I know it's not just on the web store. Remember me. I believe this is my password. Yep, let's check the web store. And do I have it in my web store? The answer is no. It's not in my web store either. Fantastic. Will I see Vidar a monthly chest and Cosmic Cleanup? Yes, at level 25 you will, Edward. At level 25 you will. Oh boy. Free the pack. I don't know. The pack didn't show up for me until I tried to start a 4th research and click the unlock research button. Let's try that. You know what? Let's try that. Let's see if we can rig the system in our spending favor. Let's see. Click, start, unlock. No, it didn't work. Oh no. No, it didn't work. It was a good thought though. That was a good thought. That's a good thought. Research 4 tax at the same time for the low price of $100. Jesus. Second scrapyard is probably never going to happen. Hold my $100 pack to have the same stuff as yours. We don't get all we want though. You are not telling any lies. You are not telling any lies today, sir. Server 34 here. Are these new officers any good for Armadas now or need upgraded? Almost all the officers need to be maxed. The new ones need to be high level to be very good. It says elite, so the basic one should be coming too. I don't believe that. We'll see. Sorry, talking to a janitor. Asking about price points. Which prime pack is best for increasing uncommon? What do you mean, Rob? What do you mean? Recall. Oh, God. I just got a response from the janitor. Short answer, no. You're probably not getting a $20 option. No. This researcher is intended to be the price that it is. So just FYI, the 4th researcher is supposed to cost what it cost. Oh, wow. That's lame. Well, I guess that's what I get for getting them to make more $20 price points. They throw out another $100 one. So, well, doesn't matter. Rev can't afford to get it this month anyway. But I will say having 4 researchers is pretty damn useful. I mean, it's I could definitely find a use for 4 researchers, but I have enough speed ups where I probably should just use my daggum speed ups. Let's see, make sure my building efficiency. Can't do that one yet. Don't want to spend anything on. I don't want to spend uncommons because there's no event going on right now. Can't do anything in the outlaw tree, starships tree. Let's get discovery. Need to be level 45 to take that any higher. Mantis hull plating. That's a good one. Mantis cargo also a good one. Mantis impulse speed. I need more mantis. I need more mantis. Hull plating. Let's go cargo. Or some people might end up talking about buying it, so it's not like it won't make. Oh, they will. And look, I'll be honest. In terms of gameplay, a 4th research is pretty daggum cool. So maybe they'll release a cheaper one later on. Andrew, look, we've gone over this, man. They've got some $20 price points out there. They've been releasing cheaper packs. Let's not be surprised. This game's been costing $100 a pack from the very beginning. From the very beginning. How about $100 fix the game pack? It would cost more than $100 to fix this game. A little bit more. Up your prices. Now, if y'all do want to contribute to the Rev Fund, hey, you're mad at Scopely right now, and I get it. Scopely sometimes can be that bug in your craw. It's okay to hate them. But here's what you can do. If you don't want to give Scopely the satisfaction of the money of your wallet, give it to Rev's children. They're cuter, they're more expensive, and childcare. Thank you. Donate link is in the chat. Give it to Rev instead of Scope. Anyway, all jokes aside, yeah. How much dill? How much dill do people normally get in a $100 pack? Compare that to this pack. Scopely sucks. I mean, for what you're getting at $100, it's not awful. It's the fact that it's $100 for another researcher. But yeah, I mean, you're getting materials in it. The materials should line up with what you typically get for your level. So, are those guys offended when they are called janitors? No, they've never once have they ever cared that I've called them a janitor. The reason I call them like ambiguous titles is so that the honest answer is so that they can't be pinpointed, because some of the people that I talk to are active in like the Discord and stuff here and there. Others are not on the Discord at all. So I give them generic titles so that they can't be tracked down. Like you can't be like, oh, well, Rev is talking to this person, I'm going to go talk to this person. It's more of just keeping them a little anonymous, because if people knew who they were and that they could reach out to them, well, then they would get bugged all day long. So, do the prime mineral mining, prime ore research, prime gas? Yeah, do those. The prime, you can get those from scrapping, a level 26 ship. Prime ore, prime gas, prime crystal for 3-star. Currently not a way to do it for 4-star though. Yeah, it's just more to keep them anonymous, so that I appreciate them actually responding, you know, because it's not their job. You know, the job to do the big communication is the community man. So I do appreciate the response. Which transaction provider charges the least? For what, Blue Dog? For what? Like if you're buying something in the game, I have a link for the best if you bought in bulk for the game. And I'll have so for those that don't know, this month, Amazon and I are partnering together. And I actually have a link where if you buy in bulk, Amazon coins are going to probably be the best way to spend in the game for the next few months. Draco, just FYI for you on this one, because I know you spend a decent amount. Drop you the link. But I'll have a video on that tomorrow. You have to download the game through the Amazon App Store and then use Amazon coins as a payment, but will be cheaper to do it there. But I'll have a video that explains that tomorrow. It'll be part of my video tomorrow. Oh, if I send you $100, who takes the least? So if you do PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, Cash App is probably the one that's the best because it just sends you the $100, doesn't try to tax it. PayPal, you have to hit send to a friend, but all of them can send it 100% to me. Either way, I'm gonna have to pay taxes on it because Uncle Sam wants his due. But the easiest one to just send $100 on is Cash App because it doesn't like do any of the tax options. I have a 1099K at the end of the year. But if you do PayPal, you just have to make sure that you mark send to a friend. So. Yeah, Poker. I mean, you're definitely my friend. If you support me and my kids, you're my friend. That's how it works. That's how it works. You can buy friendships. I don't know who ever said that you can't. You can 100% buy friendships and loyalty. If when the CCs were given a heads up about what was coming, did you just get DS9 Part 1 or was it Parts 1 through 4? Depends on what you're talking about. Like, do I know the exact event structure of like Part 3 of DS9? No, not at all. I don't know anything about the event structure. Do I know some of the content coming? Yes. Money can't buy you love, but it can buy you friends. The hell it can't buy you love. Yes, it can. I guess, what do you define as love? There are plenty of gold diggers, male and female, out there that'll gladly love you for the right paycheck. So. Draco, I'm not saying that people have to be bought. I'm just saying that you can definitely buy friends. There are people out there that don't need your money. I'm just saying you can buy friends. You can definitely do it. Love on a per hour basis. Hey, man. I don't judge. I don't know where y'all are at. I don't care. I'm not going to judge you. Enjoy your life. What does Uncle Sam mean? The government? Yes, Obi. That is a American euphemism for the greater government of the United States. Uncle Sam. He's the big brother. Money can't buy you love. Have you been to New Orleans? Love New Orleans, but probably not the places that you're referring to. Have you ever heard of survey ships not being able to raid resources from a station? Have a member that whenever he raids, he only gets resources when using a warship. Surveys get nothing. What crew is he putting on there? There have been a couple of broken crews before, but 58-minute refund on the hour for some LOL. Nice. Big brother in the Orwell sense? Very much. Very much. But yeah, Uncle Sam started off as propaganda posters in World War II. And he's just kind of stuck around ever since. You need 1,500 more chips to unlock my torpedo. Hopefully there's enough events left. James, well, I'm hoping for you. I will remind y'all that the data chips should roll over month to month. I do not know what the rewards will be month to month, but like if I wanted the feature refit, I would need 11,100 more shards, or 100 more of the little thingies, and then I could get the feature refit. As my feature currently mines out in Kerchi. And I'm mining data, I'm mining gas, I'm mining ISO. I might as well turn this into a miner and just go mine with it real quick. I mean, might as well. We're depressed. Anytime we're mining this much, that's definitely depression. It's a sign of depression, by the way. If you see somebody mining this level of mining, they're depressed. Reach out to your friends. You never know. You just never know. You never know. 6 miners, or about to be 5 miners, Rev's depressed. It's awful. Absolutely terrible. First Uncle Sam was from a union supplier of salted beef. Well, that is a rare little fun factoid. Need a good gumbo recipe? Well, we got plenty of it here. Do they plan on fixing the G5 ship scrapping? You want to hear what's sad? This was the fix. We need to talk about it more. Honestly, because the higher levels aren't griping about it enough, no offense to any of the higher levels and spenders here, because they aren't griping about it enough, there's probably no change happening. I'm just keeping it honest. Like, scrapping was originally bad. I made a video that the scrapping was awful, and then they came out with it again a few months later, and it's marginally better. Marginally better. So, because nobody's throwing up a fit, it's really hard to get any movement on it. I've been camping at level 24 for a bit now. Should I jump to 25? Yes, 100%, Michael. You want to get that Vidar up and going. Vidar, one of the most important ships in the game. We were just talking earlier about going through independent credits. So, most important ship in the game. Draco, by the way, I'm going to send you that link and just let you look over it and see if you think it has any value. But let me know what you think, because I'm going to be running that ad for the next couple months. Need a Vidar A? Maybe at some point, Sean. Yeah, maybe at some point. Look, y'all, we are at 2 o'clock. I actually got to go pick up son from school. So I'm going to wrap up here. I will be live tonight on Twitch. So we will be live again tonight on Twitch if you have more questions, comments, etc. I want y'all to come hang out there. And we'll probably be doing Star Trek Fleet Command because I didn't get to do Monday's stream because of daddy duty. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you for those who have donated. Sign up to be supporters of the channel who are here to watch. Hit the like button on your way out. And tonight we'll be live again, hopefully having a great time with all of you. I appreciate y'all. I really do. Y'all been incredible. Best audience in the entire world. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces. That's me. Catch you on Twitch tonight. And I'm outie.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your